Hi and welcome or welcome back to The Books Are Everywhere. So it is the end of January and today I am filming my February mini golf TBR where I decide what I read for the following month by playing mini golf, which gives me prompts when I can decide which book I'm reading in the following month. So yeah, I'm very excited. I always get so excited to play these games because I love having the kind of like mystery of what I'm going to read in the next month and then finding out over the course of this game and sharing that with you guys. So I always get really excited to film these. So let's get started. I've decided I am still going to tell you about the books that I've read in the last month for this game as just kind of like a reflection on the last game, but I'm not going to go through them in as much detail as I have been. I am just going to tell you whether I've read them or not, whether I've enjoyed them, and then any other information will be in my monthly wrap-up because I am finding that I'm repeating myself a lot in terms of the contents of the book and whether I enjoyed that or not. So if you want more information on any of these books, look out for my full January wrap-up, but I will just dive in with the books that I chose last month in January's TBR game and then we will start the game. So in no particular order I don't think, I had Pink Book in which I chose You and Me at the End of the World by Brianna Bourne, and I enjoyed this one. I liked it but it was just okay. It was a post-apocalyptic book about two characters who are the last people on Earth and it's kind of like a romance. Very cringy in a lot of ways. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And I picked up Proof, in which I just finished yesterday, This Woven Kingdom by Tahara Mafi, which again was kind of okay. It's a new fantasy release that comes out on the 3rd of February. I read most of it in a day. I read 400 pages in a day, so it was a very quick read, but I didn't really get on with the writing style and I found that not a lot happened, so I gave this one 3.5 out of 5 stars. And I also picked out middle grade, so I chose The Monsters of Rookhaven, and this one was interesting. It felt like a younger Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and it was okay. Again, I did like this a little bit more. I also gave this one 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then the other 2 books I am actually, well, one I'm currently reading and one I haven't yet started, and I only have a couple days to finish it, but hopefully I will. So the one I'm currently reading is The Song of Achilles, which I got for TBR jar pick, and I picked this one out. Don't need to talk any about this because I know you guys will know what it's about, but I am really enjoying this so far. I'm over 100 pages in, buddy reading this one with a few friends, and yeah, I am enjoying it. Very different than I expected. I anticipate that I will really like it. Don't know if it'll be 5 stars, but we will see. And then the one I haven't started is a book you've had for over a year, so I'm still putting this one off, and that is More Than This by Patrick Ness. I have a bookmark in ready to start it today, and I need to finish it by Monday. It's now Friday, so hopefully I'll be able to, because it is nearly 500 pages, so quite a chunky one. But yeah, don't know why, I just keep putting this off. I'm still putting it off, but I will read it next. So if you want any of my opinions on this one, on The Song of Achilles, they will be in my monthly wrap-up, hopefully, as long as I finish this, which I'm sure I will. So yeah, if you want any more information on how I found those, go and check out my wrap-up when that one comes out. And with that, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the rules of the game. Firstly, if you want to view any of the past games, I will link them down below, including last month, so you can go and watch how I picked those books and what prompts I used and things like that. And then all of the other past games will be in a playlist that I will link down below as well if you want to check out any of those. Few quick housekeeping rules before we get started. So I have 4 holes here, each of those have prompts aligned to them, so when I get a ball in a hole I pick out the prompt and then I pick a book aligned to that prompt. I pick out 5 books per month unless that goes very, very badly, which means basically if I don't get if I don't get a ball in a hole within 5 goes, then I have to start again and add a book to my TBR. So then I might end up with 6 or 7 or more, but hopefully that won't happen. So the last rule is if I get 3 hole-in-ones in a game, I get to swap out a prompt. If there is one that I was struggling with or wasn't completely happy with, then I get to swap that one out, but that hasn't happened yet, so we will see what happens if I get there today, which I doubt, but you never know. So yeah, let's get started with the game. I am going to pick out another prompt out of this little box that I have and put it on orange because that might be where we ended up last month. I had to like pick up a few prompts and put them back on, so I don't know. But I'm gonna pick one out of here. I try not to look at these, so I show you. I don't look at them myself. Most of the time I haven't got a glimpse of them. and I haven't guessed what they are. So I'm going to pick one out of here, pop it onto orange, and we will get started with actually playing TBR Mini Golf. I do actually this month have an idea of what I want to read because I want to film a specific reading vlog soon. It'd be nice to get that done in February because it's one that I've been really looking forward to, and there is a specific reason for one of the books that I'd like to get it done soon. So I'm going to try and pick out books that are aligned to that pile. And if we get to it, I'll tell you a bit more about it, but we will see how successful that is. So the one I'm going to put on orange is this one. Okay, so you should now see on my phone the holes down there. I've also reconfigured them a bit this month to give us a bit of variety. So I'm going to tilt the camera down a little bit so you can see me as I try and hit these balls into the holes. Okay, we're down here, so I have to lean down so much to do this because this is like a kid's set. And we will get started. So the first book, here we go. Went straight through the middle, as predicted. And again. So that's 2 out of 5 goes so far. Straight through the middle again. And we went through green on the 4th go, so let's see what's on green. So green is highest rated. This means the highest rated book on Goodreads. So what I'm going to do, I have a shelf for my physical TBR. I'm going to put it to highest rated, and then the one that has the most amount of like top ratings, I will choose to read. There will be a few kind of rules about this. If it's like something in the middle of a series, or even if it's the start of a series but I'm planning on buddy reading it or something like that, I won't pick it, but we will see what it is. So the highest rated book on my physical TBR with an average rating of, I think it was 4.59, is a proof, and it is Twin Crowns, and this is by Catherine Webber and Catherine Doyle, and I'm very excited to read this. It doesn't come out until May. I got this absolutely stunning proof copy last year. They had different proof copies because this follows 2 twins, Rose and Wren, and I got the Wren one, and there was a Rose one as well, which was red. I love this green emerald colour, it's beautiful. Very excited to read this one. So yeah, I'm not mad about this at all. And all of the ones actually right at the top, the 2 books, the 2 standalones at the top were proof copies, which is exciting. So a quick synopsis for this one. It says, 2 sisters, 1 crown, stolen from the palace at birth, Wren Greenrock has vowed to avenge her parents' murder and usurp the princess to protect the beloved witches who raised her. Princess Rose has been trained from birth to fear the witches and defend her throne, even if that means marrying into a brutal kingdom. So it sounds like there's a battle for the crown between these 2 sisters who are twins, which sounds very exciting, but they haven't lived together for their entire lives. So yes, this one comes out on the 12th of May. Very excited to read it in February. This is my first book. So let's choose a prompt to replace that one on green. And we're going to choose this one. Okay, so for the second book, let's go. That was way too slow. I don't know what happened there. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed orange. That is the easiest one. And I missed orange again. I'm just going to go for orange again because I feel like 3rd time lucky, and it should be a really easy hole. Wow. Wow. So that means I have one more shot at this. So let's hope it goes in any hole, really. Okay, immense concentration. Well, that went well. So now we're doing 6 books, guys. And I'm gonna go get those balls and start again. So for the second out of what is now 6 books, let's try and do better. Okay, so we went straight through turquoise. It did go over the back, but it went straight through the dinosaur. So I'm going to take that. That was better. Let's see what the prompt is on turquoise. So the prompt is a 5-star prediction, and this is where I'm actually going to go into the plan I had to read some of these books in February and try and get some of those on my TBR, so I'm going to show you what that book is and explain the entire situation. So the book I'm choosing for this is actually a manga, and it's 5 centimeters per second by Makoto Shinkai. And this is a manga, as I said, that is inspired by the film 5 centimeters per second. I'm a massive fan of Makoto Shinkai's work, but I've always watched the film and then read the manga. So I decided this time I want to read the manga first, but my friend Joe has very kindly lent me the film, so I'd like to read it soon because I want to read this before watching the film. And there's also another reason why I wanted to get this onto my TBR for February, and that is because it is part of a couple of books that Mark bought me for a video, which I will try and link up here or in the description box below if I remember. And it's when he bought me books for Christmas and I unwrapped them on camera, and this is one of the books, and I would like to do a vlog where I read those books. So those are the books I'm trying to pick out today if they match up with prompts. I have never rated a manga, I don't think, by Makoto Shinkai less than 5 stars, which is why I put this in 5-star prediction. However, because I'm reading this one first, I think it is going to be an entirely different experience. So we will see where this goes. I'm very intrigued, very excited to vlog this experience, and I'm glad I finally got one of these books onto my TBR. So I also am not going to tell you a synopsis for this because I want to go into it completely blind. I don't know a lot about this at all. So if you want to know more information, I will link it down below. But yeah, this is the one I picked for book 2 out of 6. I'm going to put another prompt on turquoise and we can carry on. And this one is going to be the prompt on turquoise. Okay, so for the 3rd out of 6 books, let's go and hopefully do a bit better. Okay, so it's definitely improved. I've got straight into orange, so let's see what the prompt is on orange. Okay, this is interesting. This is start a series. So I don't think there's any books in the pile of books that Mark gave me that are the start of a series that I know of, so I'm going to give that a quick look in case I don't know one of them's the start of a series, and if not, we will pick something else. Okay, so none of the books Mark got me were the start of series, so I've gone with Vicious. So I've gone with Vicious by V. Schwab, which I hope Alex is okay with because I know we were meant to buddy read this and I've had it in my head that we will buddy read it soon, and I'm pretty sure that we've talked about it. So I hope, Alex, that you're okay reading this in February. But yeah, I'm very excited to start this series because I really, really want to read Extraordinary, which is the graphic novel that's between Vicious and Vengeful. Very excited. We've just read the Dark Shade of Magic series in January and very excited to start this one. I'm finally making my way through V. Schwab's back catalogue this year, which is very exciting. So I don't know much about this one. I've heard there's kind of like a Marvel-esque superhero element to this, and it follows Victor and Ellie, who are college roommates, and then they become extraordinaries after realising that under certain conditions they could develop extraordinary abilities. So their thesis moves from the academic to the experimental and things go horribly wrong. They become extraordinaries, leaving a body in their wake and turning on each other. 10 years later, Victor has escaped from prison and is determined— how did he get in there? I don't know. 10 years later, Victor has escaped from prison and is determined to get his revenge on the man that put him in there, aided by a young girl with the ability to raise the dead. Ellie has spent the years hunting down and killing every extraordinary he can find, convinced that they are a crime against God, except his sidekick, a woman whose power is persuasion and whom he cannot defy. Armed with terrible power on both sides, driven by the memory of betrayal and loss, the arch-nemesis are set a course for revenge, but who will be left alive at the end? This sounds so good, and I love this edition. It has the silhouette underneath as well, matches my other Schwab books. So Alex, hope you don't mind reading this one in February. Okay, it took me a long time to find that book, but let me put another prompt on orange and we will get started again. And I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so let's get started for the 4th out of 6 books. We went straight through turquoise again. Hang on a minute, doesn't that mean there's 3 hole-in-ones? Ah! I'm so confused. No, there hasn't been 3, right? No, because I definitely didn't get it on the first one. Okay, so we had 2 hole-in-ones, I think? Okay, stress. Let's see what's on turquoise. Okay, this is really interesting. This is out of my comfort zone, and I do have a perfect book on the list of books that Mark got me for this prompt, so I'm going to choose that one. And that is Love in the Time of Cholera, which he got me as kind of, he got me some books that he knew I would buy myself, and he got me some books I wouldn't buy myself. And one of them was this, which is not something I'd pick up myself, but I'm very excited to read it, which is why I'm putting it in out of my comfort zone, because I wouldn't have picked this up myself, so perfect for this prompt. So this one is a romance, I believe, and it's following two people, so Femina and Florentina. So Florentina rebuffed hopeless romantic Florentino's impassioned advances, and she married somebody else instead. But during that half-century, Florentina has fallen into the arms of many delighted women, but has loved none but Femina. Having sworn his eternal love to her, he lives for the day when he can court her again. And then Femina's husband is killed trying to retrieve his pet parrot from a mango tree. Florentino seizes the chances to declare his enduring love, but can young love find new life in the twilight of their lives? Very excited to read this one, definitely out of my comfort zone, so perfect for this prompt. So yeah, I'm going to pick this one. And that means we do have 2 out of the 6 books that ended up being on that list of books that Mark got me. So yeah, that's exciting. Hopefully I'll be able to pick out a couple of others. So we have 2 books to go, so let's replace the prompt again on turquoise. And the prompt I'm going to go with is this one. Okay, so for the 5th out of 6 books, let's go. That was so close, so close. Yay, it went all the way around blue. That is so hard to actually get to happen because it either just stops halfway or it shoots over the back, so I got it around. And this one is more than 500 pages. Oh god, long books. Okay, I'm going to see whether any of the ones that Mark bought me does, but I don't think they do. I think the only one that may have been longer is 5 centimeters per second, so it's very thick. So I'm going to have a look quickly at those, and then I will pick another one if not. Sorry, Alex. So none of the books that Mark got me had for over 500. One of them was 480, so it's very, very close. But this one very conveniently does, that I've just pulled off my shelf. I hope you don't mind reading the second one too, Alex. Because it has more than 500 pages. So this is a chunky boy, but honestly the Dark Shade of Magic books were so much longer that I'm very much not daunted by this anymore. And the text is quite big in these as well, so I hope Alex doesn't mind either, because now we've got both of them on the list for February. Okay, so let's replace the prompt on turquoise for the last book in this video. And I'm going to choose this one. And sorry, that was replacing the prompt on blue. I think I said turquoise. Okay, so for the 6th and final book, hopefully, on this video, let's get started. Okay, so we went straight back around blue, which is good. Let's see what the prompt I just put on there was. Okay, so this is even page number, so it means the book has to end with an even numbered page. So again, I'm going to go through those books and see if any has this. Okay, so my SD card ran out of storage. I messaged Alex while I was moving stuff across and she said it's fine that we're reading Vicious and Vengeful, so that's good. But anyway, I was telling you about the book that I just chosen for the prompt of even page number, which is Crossfire by Mallory Batman. So Mark actually bought me Endgame, not realising that I hadn't read this one. So I then got Crossfire, so I'm going to read Crossfire and then Endgame, both of which have even page numbers. This one has 410, Endgame has 480, according to Goodreads. It's on a very high shelf, so I haven't got it down yet, but I'm going to read these two, which leaves me with 2 books, I think, that I haven't managed to get on here. Yeah, I think there's 2 books I haven't managed to get on here, but they are very short ones, so I'm pretty happy with this. I do have a longer TBR for February than I kind of expected to, but that is fine. That's okay. Alex doesn't mind reading Vicious and Vengeful, so that's good. And it means that I can film a vlog for you guys, a themed vlog with these books that Mark bought me. So I hope you guys enjoy that when it does come out, probably towards the end of the month. And I also hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm just going to move the camera up so I'm not crouching down anymore because I don't know why I'm still doing that. Okay, that's better, that's more comfortable. I feel like this video has been pretty chaotic, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I've ended up with quite the stack of books on my TBR, which I'm going to quickly go through with you now. So, This is the stack, not including Endgame, which I've added on there kind of voluntarily anyway. So this is the stack that TBR Mini Golf actually picked out for me. So first we have Crossfire and Endgame, which both fit the prompt of even page number, so I'm going to include them both in that one and double the amount I need to read for that prompt. Then we have Love in the Time of Colour, which was for Out of My Comfort Zone, 5 centimetres per second, which is 5-star prediction, Twin Crowns, which was for highest rated, Vicious for start of a series, and Vengeful for more than 500 pages. Quite a chunky stack, and I'm also going to add on voluntarily these two on top of Endgame. So yeah, this is quite the stack for February, and no doubt I will be doing more buddy reads as well. I know we're going to be reading The Dragon Republic, which is the second Poppy War, and I also want to do a reread of The Infernal Devices with my friends at some point, Amy and Joe, because they've never read them. So a lot of books for February. Very excited to have this TBR. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Links down below if you are interested in seeing any more of these videos, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye!